name is Jan Delacruz. Like you said, I'm your Director of Education Resources, and I'll be giving the teaching segments for the rest of the year. So if you like what you see, keep coming back to the GDMs. And if there's something you guys need to know about me, it's I love the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jags!
It's actually a serious problem, and I can't really, I can't control it. Actually, Gina, she put a kind of a limit on how many times I can mention them. What is that?
8.
I can mention them 8 times. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and use them all now. But anyway, so before I get started, I want to give you a little story. I want you to meet my friend Blake. Isn't he super dreamy? So my friend Blake grew up in Oviedo, Florida, which is right around Orlando, right? And his dad, his uncles, everyone around him played football. He loved it, and all he wanted to do, he called his dream, was to make it to the NFL one day, right? And that's exactly what he worked towards. Went to Oviedo High School, balled out, started as a linebacker, ended up playing quarterback, right? Well, at the end of his high school career, when he was trying to make his way to finding a college program to join, there were 43 other quarterbacks that were rated above him. Now, if there's 43 rated above you, you're not going to get into a good school, and you're probably not going to make it anywhere, right? That didn't matter, though. You see, this huge wall, he wanted to fill this entire wall with letters from colleges saying that they wanted him. And if you can look really closely, he actually only got 5, right? And he put a bunch of decorations on the wall to kind of make it look like he was full. Something that I do too with my Jags. You see, this is my wall back home in Jacksonville. We have two AFC Central championships, and I just put a bunch of tickets there to make it look like it's good. It's a good way to do things. But anyway, of the 5, the very first school to send him a letter was UCF. That's exactly where he went. Right? Went to UCF, a program that didn't have such a great football team, took them to 2 bowl games, and kind of gave them a national spotlight. Didn't matter still, though. There were still naysayers. When he tried to enter the NFL, there were people who just wouldn't stop saying he can't do it. Not a franchise quarterback. He's gonna be a bust. He's a risk. Don't take him. Well, another person who didn't believe in this guy was me, actually. If you asked me last December, who was the last quarterback I would take in this draft, it's Mr. Blake Bortles. But what happened anyway was this.
NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Blake Bortles, quarterback, Central Florida.
All right, so Blake Bortles was selected as the first quarterback in the entire draft. The guy who didn't stand a chance, the guy who nobody believed in, became the quarterback of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, like I said, I didn't know if I liked him or not, but this is video of me and my brother at a draft party for the Jags, and this is kind of what happened when we found out.
With the third pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Blake Bortles.
Like the 2 faces of people that are excited about their next quarterback. Anyway, now to this day, I love him. It's a problem. I'm kind of obsessed with him now. I'm so happy that he went through all of that. He had a dream in mind. He had something that he really wanted to do, but he didn't stop. He didn't quit. And he finally got there, right? So with Mr. Blake Bortles, whose jersey I now have signed hanging in my room, of course, there's 5 things we learned from this story, and it's 5 things that you need to do to follow your dreams, right? First, you've got to dream big. You've got to work hard, that there's going to be obstacles and challenges. There's going to be naysayers. But most importantly, you can never give up. All right? So we're going to go over these 5. But first, I kind of want to hear about your guys' dreams and what you want to do. So take your phones out. If you text this number and this message to the number 22333, let me know what you guys want to be, what you guys like. If you don't know, tell me what you love, something you're passionate about. We're going to have a little live stream up here in a second so we get to take a look at some of your ideas.
I want to do it.
I know what to do.
Peanut butter.
Yeah.
Like any country? What do you say? What'd you say?
All right, all right. So let's see. Some of the things we got.
Yo, Shelly.
Did you do that?
I don't know.
The very best. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed that. But yeah. All right, so whether you want to be a pharmacist, a doctor, my boyfriend, wife, I don't know, or if you want to have a hot steam mac and cheese bambino, it doesn't matter what you do. Whatever your dream is, right? We still have those 5 things in mind. And let's start. So first things first, I'm the realist. And we need to dream, right? So just like my little rhino friend right here, it's so important to dream big, mainly because the second you limit what you think you can do, will be the same second that you limit what you're going to become, right? See, so we as human beings, we have the capability for endless things, right? We're capable of literally things that are so improbable and impossible that we can't even fathom them. But see what happens when we put ourselves in a box, when we say we can't do something, and when you think that way, that's what it's going to be. You always have to keep in mind that no matter what it is, no matter what you strive to do, you can do it. You just gotta put your mind to it. You're gonna be just fine, I promise you. We've got stick to what you love. Got a quote here from Steve Jobs. He says, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." Now, I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures of the iPhone 6, the 6 Plus, and the Apple Watch that came out today. But thank God this guy did what he loves to do, because that stuff looks freaking amazing, and I cannot wait to blow all my money on that stuff. But anyway, it's important to stick to what you love. I know it's cliche, but you hear it all the time. If you do something that you're passionate about, it feels like you're never working for a single day. And for me, I had a little dilemma that I had to think through. Is that obviously we all know now I love the Jacksonville Jaguars, but I also love medicine. I want to be involved in that, right? And I was thinking, how's this going to work out? But you know, at the end of the day, they don't have to be mutually exclusive. You can have multiple dreams. Let's say maybe I become a good enough doctor that I can be the team doctor one day. Or I make enough retirement money and buy 1% of the Jags, run it into the ground. Whatever it may be, you know, you always just got to stick to what you love. So next, we've got work hard. Now this one's obvious, but this is also the place where most dreams go to not work out so well. See, you've always got to put the effort into it that you expect to get back from it, right? And this is one of my favorite quotes from Will Smith. It's about how you need to take each day, a step at a time, and understand that it all works towards your big, huge goal. He says, you don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. You do that every single day, and soon you have the wall. It's not about putting 100% of yourself into like one little tiny moment and say, this is make or break, this is where my dream's at. It's a process. Every single day, you just do a little bit more, maybe another orgo problem, or another calculus problem, or something. Everything you do is just a step of the journey on your way there. And also, dreams don't work unless you do. Don't forget, y'all. Right. Now, obstacles and challenges. There's always roadblocks, right? What people think success looks like, what it actually looks like. Now, one of my favorite quotes from the head coach of the Jaguars, Gus Bradley, he says, The road to success is always under construction. I'm going to say that again for you guys. The road to success is always under construction. Now, I don't know about you, but the road from my hometown, Jacksonville, to Gainesville, it is literally always under construction. Right? But along the way, you kind of get an idea of how this correlates to your dreams. It's like there's roadblocks sometimes. There's like times you have to go on a different path that you didn't expect. No matter what the case is, all of this is necessary. All these obstacles are necessary. Another quote, a smooth sea never made for a skilled sailor. Everything that comes in your way, everything that challenges you is meant to build you into the person you were supposed to become. Right? The main thing, though, is when all these challenges come, it's all about your attitude, how you attack the problem. He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. You've got to believe in yourself. And you're going to get through it. I think I might get through med stuff eventually. GPA notwithstanding, but I guess we'll see. And finally, number 4 or 5, naysayers, haters. There's always going to be haters. Haters going to hate, haters going to take. This one in the middle is my favorite one. My roommate Andrew likes this third one. I don't know. There are going to be people on your journey that tell you you can't do something, right? They're everywhere. And the biggest thing that you got to remember is how others see you is not important. How you see yourself means everything. People are going to want to down you and tell you you can't do something, but that's mainly because they can't do it for themselves, or they want you to do something that you don't really, love or are passionate about. You've got to stick to your guns, stick to what you know. And also, everybody's a genius, but if you judge his vision by his ability to climb a tree, he will live his whole life believing that it's stupid. Right? Sometimes people don't know where you're coming from, and people don't understand what it is you're trying to do. And that's okay. You just got to remember that if you keep in mind and keep, your singular focus on what your goal is, you're going to get there. And I keep saying you're going to get there, but I mean it. We're all going to get there. Now, here's a little clip from one of my favorite movies. I've been mentioning this a lot, but it's Pursuit of Happiness. And this is where he tells his son just that lesson about naysayers and haters.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know, it'll probably be about as good as I was. That's kind of the way it works, and I was below average. So, somewhere around there, so really excel at a lot of things, just not this. I don't want you out here shooting this ball around all day and night, all right? All right? Not good. Hey. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. Alright? You got a dream, you gotta protect it. People can't do something themselves, they want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
I know the feels, right? When you want something to go get it, period. Alright. And now the 5th point I have for you is to never give up. So you never really know how close you are to reaching your dream, right? For me, this was a lot of Borgo and stuff like that. You can climb away and keep looking like dirt and you don't know where you're getting to. But you can't stop because you never know how close you truly are. You can't ever give up. Don't give up, don't ever give up. But anyway, so before I go, I kind of want to close with one of my favorite motivational speakers. His name is Les Brown. So if you want to look into more stuff about following your dreams, find him on YouTube. But I kind of want to read you guys some of the things that he has to say. He says, I don't know what dream it is that you have. I I don't care how disappointing it may have been on this journey thus far. But that dream you're holding, I want to tell you that it's possible. You know, in this process, you're going to incur a lot of fails, a lot of disappointments, a lot of pain. There'll be moments where you're going to say, why is this happening to me? You know, I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to steal from anybody. I'm just trying to look after my family, my friends, and those around me. Why is this happening? Well, if you're going through a tough time, these times aren't here to stay. They're here to pass. And I'm here to tell you that, you know, you can make your parents proud. You can make your school proud. You can touch millions of lives, and the world will never, ever be the same. Just because you are the way you are. Don't let nobody steal your dreams. Because after we face a rejection, or a no, or we have a meeting and nobody shows up, or somebody says, you can count on me, and they don't come through, what if we have that kind of attitude where the cards we possess, nobody believes in you, you've lost again and again and again, and the lights are cut off, but you still look at your dream, you review it every single day, and you say to yourself, it is not over until I win. Each and every single one of you, you can live your dream.